Did you know Uzbekistan has been pivotal in shaping Islamic history? It's also where the fourth largest lake in the world once stood. Now, a dried-up expanse turned into a vast salt desert. While nearly 90% of the population practices Islam, the country is known for its surprising level of tolerance, making it a truly unique destination. Uzbekistan also stands out with cultural traditions and social customs rarely found anywhere else. Stay with us as we explore the fascinating wonders of Uzbekistan that are sure to amaze you. Number 1. Uzbekistan's geographical uniqueness. Uzbekistan is often described as the most squeezed country on Earth. Nestled in the heart of Central Asia, it's entirely landlocked, surrounded by 5 nations: Kazakhstan to the west and north, Tajikistan to the east, and Afghanistan and Turkmenistan to the south. Its unusual geography means that to reach the nearest sea, you must cross the borders of at least 2 other countries, making it one of the few doubly landlocked nations in the world. What's even more fascinating is that Uzbekistan is the only country in Central Asia that shares borders with every other nation in the region. Despite its surroundings of sprawling deserts and towering mountains, it's one of the region's largest nations, spanning an impressive 447,400 square kilometers. It ranks as the 56th largest country worldwide and the 5th largest of the former Soviet republics. After breaking away from Soviet control in 1991, Uzbekistan underwent a cultural transformation. During Soviet rule, Russian was the dominant language, and it is still widely spoken today. However, Uzbek, the official language, has taken center stage. Interestingly, Uzbek belongs to the Turkic language family, which includes languages like Uyghur and Mongolian, making it distinct from those spoken in the Middle East. Number 2. Cultural norms and traditions. Uzbekistan is a land where Asian and European influences blend seamlessly, creating a culture rich in unique customs. One striking aspect is the role of women, often admired for their beauty and grace, which many say stems from this cultural fusion. When it comes to greetings, Uzbekistan has some intriguing traditions. For instance, shaking hands is reserved for men, while women greet others by placing their hand on their chest and bowing slightly. These customs reflect a culture that values respect and modesty. If you ever visit an Uzbek home, understanding a few traditions can make your experience more meaningful. Did you know that the most respected guests are seated farthest from the entrance? This practice symbolizes honor and respect. Another important custom involves bread. It is deeply revered, and placing it on the floor is considered bad luck. Bread holds a special place in Uzbek life, symbolizing abundance and gratitude. Uzbek culture is filled with charming beliefs and traditions. It is said that looking at the sun brings good luck, while red ears might mean someone is gossiping about you. These small but fascinating details add to the country's cultural richness. However, what truly stands out is the legendary hospitality of the Uzbek people. In Uzbekistan, guests are treated with immense respect and are welcomed with an abundance of food and drink. Turning down food is often seen as impolite, as hospitality is considered sacred. A popular saying in Uzbekistan is, "A guest is a gift from God," highlighting the importance of this value in daily life. One cornerstone of Uzbek hospitality is the tea ceremony. Tea, usually green tea, is more than just a drink. It is a social ritual. Guests are expected to enjoy a few cups of tea before leaving, as it is considered rude to decline. These tea sessions often include long, friendly conversations, fostering stronger social connections. Gift giving is another integral part of Uzbek culture. When visiting someone's home, it is customary to bring a small gift, such as sweets, fruits, or even a bottle of juice. Gifts are always presented with both hands to show respect, emphasizing the thoughtfulness of the gesture rather than its value. For major celebrations like weddings, gifts are more extravagant, with cash often being the preferred choice. It is common for guests to contribute money to help the newlyweds start their life together. This blend of traditions and modern values not only defines Uzbek daily life, but also highlights the unique role of women within families and society. Before we continue, I have a small request. If you're enjoying this content, please hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications. It takes just a few seconds, but helps us immensely. In return, we promise to keep delivering even better content for you. Number 3. The unique role of women in Uzbek traditions. The role of women in Uzbekistan is both captivating and multifaceted, shaped by a rich mix of long-standing traditions and shifting societal dynamics. While the country remains predominantly patriarchal, women are often seen as the backbone of the household, holding a vital place within the family structure. Traditionally, women are regarded as the primary educators of children, responsible for teaching moral values and preserving cultural traditions. During important ceremonies like weddings or religious events, women take on essential roles. They often oversee preparations, lead meaningful rituals, and even participate in traditional dances. These customs reflect the deep cultural influence women hold within their families and communities. However, alongside these responsibilities, women are expected to embody modesty, often symbolized by traditional attire like the paranja, and adhere to societal expectations tied to family life. In rural areas, women play a significant part in agriculture, working side by side with men in the fields. Despite their contributions, this hard work does not always translate into equal access to economic resources or decision-making authority. In the realm of religion, women play a key role in upholding spiritual traditions within the home. They often guide their families in religious practices and observances. However, their involvement in public religious leadership remains limited. This duality highlights a paradox. While women are instrumental in shaping cultural and religious life at home, their influence rarely extends to public leadership roles. What do you think about this contrast in Uzbekistan, where women are central to family life but absent from public leadership? How might this dynamic shape the country's future? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 4. The world's second largest gold mine. Uzbekistan, a country often classified as developing with a modest economy, hides an astonishing treasure, the Muruntau gold mine. This colossal mine stretches over 2 miles long, nearly 2 miles wide, and plunges close to 2,000 feet deep. It is not just any gold mine. Muruntau is the largest open-pit gold mine in the world. Situated approximately 250 miles west of Tashkent, Uzbekistan's capital, Muruntau holds a critical place in the global gold industry. Discovered in 1958, this vast mine has produced more than 1,600 metric tons of gold. Every year, it generates over 2 million ounces of gold, securing its role as a cornerstone in the global gold supply chain. What makes Muruntau even more fascinating is its extraordinary geological and historical significance. The mine taps into the planet's largest epigenetic gold deposit, a rare and puzzling geological formation. Experts theorize that its origins are tied to ancient tectonic shifts and intricate thermal processes, though much about it remains a mystery. What is certain is that the gold here exists in an exceptionally uncommon geological structure, created by a vast network of faults, forming an immense ore system, unlike most gold-rich regions. Muruntau is far from being a temporary gold rush. The mine is expected to keep producing until at least the year 2032, cementing its importance to Uzbekistan's economy for decades to come. The company managing Muruntau ranks among the top 10 largest gold and uranium mining corporations in the world, further highlighting the mine's global significance. Number 5. Uzbek Weddings. Uzbek weddings are an extraordinary mix of time-honored traditions and grand celebrations, offering a captivating glimpse into a culture where ceremonies can last for several days and feel almost surreal to outsiders. These weddings often draw hundreds of guests, including many whom the couple may barely know, creating a significant financial strain on families. It is not unusual for some families to take on debt to ensure their wedding is more impressive than others. In some regions, despite being illegal, customs like polygamy and proxy marriages still persist, adding complexity to these elaborate events. One key tradition is Kelin Salam, where the bride bows to her in-laws as a sign of respect, reflecting the traditional gender roles that remain deeply rooted in Uzbek society. The drive to host the most extravagant wedding often leads to spectacular displays of wealth, with top performers, ornate decorations, and enough food to feed an army. Gift-giving is another central element, with families exchanging not only money but also livestock and household items. The bride's dowry, a critical aspect of the celebration, is publicly displayed before the wedding ceremony, making the event a showcase of family prestige and status. Before the main event, pre-wedding rituals such as Kai's Oshi and the Palov ceremony add more layers to the festivities. Each of these ceremonies carries unique customs that vary across different regions. Ultimately, Uzbek weddings are far more than the union of two people. They are vibrant social occasions that strengthen community ties and enhance family honor. However, their scale and extravagance may appear overwhelming or even excessive to those unfamiliar with the culture. While Uzbek weddings are a dazzling celebration of tradition and family pride, Uzbekistan's past also carries a more sobering legacy: the environmental tragedy of the Aral Sea. This catastrophe has drastically altered the landscape and reshaped the lives of countless people in the region. Number 6. The Aral Sea Disaster. One of the most severe environmental disasters in history unfolded in Uzbekistan, and its effects are difficult to comprehend. The Aral Sea, once the fourth largest lake in the world, began its tragic decline in the 1960s. What caused this catastrophe? The Soviet Union diverted the Amu Darya and Sirdarya rivers for irrigation, primarily to support cotton farming in Central Asia, particularly in Uzbekistan. This massive diversion left the Aral Sea with little to no fresh water, triggering a devastating chain reaction. Over the years, the sea has shrunk by more than 90%, leaving behind a barren and toxic landscape. The consequences have been catastrophic, not only for the environment, but also for the people who depended on it. The collapse of the local fishing industry left communities struggling to survive. Toxic chemicals and salt, once safely contained in the seabed, became exposed and were carried by dust storms throughout the region. These storms have been linked to severe health issues, deeply affecting the lives of the local population. The disappearance of the sea also caused a sharp economic decline, forcing many residents to leave their homes as traditional ways of life disappeared. Entire communities saw their social fabric unravel almost overnight. Despite the immense devastation, efforts have been made to repair some of the damage. In the year 2005, Kazakhstan constructed the Koch-Aral Dam, which has partially revived the northern section of the Aral Sea. This effort has led to the return of fish populations and a gradual recovery of the local fishing industry. In Uzbekistan, the government has taken steps to improve irrigation techniques and promote sustainable farming practices, aiming to provide new livelihoods for those impacted by the collapse. International organizations like the United Nations Development Program and the World Bank have also contributed to recovery projects. While full restoration of the Aral Sea remains a distant goal, the Aral Sea disaster is often cited as a stark example of environmental mismanagement, but it also serves as a powerful reminder of the unintended consequences of large-scale human interventions. What do you believe is the most important lesson we can learn from the Aral Sea disaster? How can this lesson guide us in addressing current environmental challenges? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Number 7. Historical and cultural legacy. Uzbekistan is deeply rooted in Islamic history, home to key figures who shaped the religion. Among them is Ibn Sina, also called Avicenna, who pioneered mathematical algorithms. In Bukhara, we find the birthplace of Imam Bukhari, known as the leader of the believers in the science of hadith. Imam Naqshband, founder of the Naqshbandi Sufi order, was also born here. Bukhara, once called the Sea of Knowledge, was a vital intellectual hub in the medieval world where learning thrived. Samarkand, another gem of Uzbekistan, is home to the Shah-e-Zinda complex, a site from the Islamic Golden Age that is said to house the tomb of Ibn Abbas, cousin of the Prophet Muhammad. Nearby Termez was the birthplace of Imam at-Tirmidhi, a famous hadith scholar. These cities were once at the heart of Islamic civilization in Central Asia. The architectural heritage of Uzbekistan is equally impressive. The Ulugh Beg Madrasa, built in 1417, marked a new era in architecture. The mosque complex, established in 713, is one of the oldest in the region. The Miri Arab Madrasa of the 16th century was a leading religious school. The observatory of Ulugh Beg was also a center of scientific discovery. In Tashkent, the Kukaldish Madrasa, built in the 16th century, served as a prominent center for Islamic education. Today, Uzbekistan is 90% Muslim, with a high level of religious tolerance. Due to its history as a Silk Road hub, people of many faiths have coexisted here for centuries, with mosques and synagogues standing side by side. Despite its Islamic identity, Uzbekistan's approach to religion is unique. While many Uzbeks follow Islamic ethics, daily practices like strict prayer during Ramadan are not always observed. This balance of tradition, tolerance, and modernity raises questions about the evolving role of religion today. As Uzbekistan revives its Islamic heritage, Tashkent is transforming, blending its rich history with cutting-edge modernization. Number 8. Tashkent's modern growth. In recent years, Tashkent, the capital of Uzbekistan, has experienced an incredible transformation. Since President Shavkat Mirziyoyev assumed office in 2016, the city has rapidly modernized, with towering high-rise buildings, upscale residential areas, and sleek office complexes reshaping its skyline. One of the most impressive aspects of Tashkent's development is its extensive infrastructure overhaul. Newly built roads, bridges, and expanded metro lines are not only enhancing daily life for residents, but are also positioning the city as a vital hub for regional trade and travel. Beyond these physical changes, the city's economic landscape is evolving rapidly. Foreign investment has surged thanks to economic liberalization policies that have created a welcoming environment for businesses. A prime example is the Tashkent City Project, a large-scale initiative building a commercial district designed to attract both international companies and startups. While modern developments are flourishing, the government is also prioritizing the restoration of historic landmarks, such as the Kast Imam Complex and Chorsu Bazaar. Adding to its cultural vibrancy, events like the Tashkent International Film Festival highlight Uzbekistan's growing presence in global cultural exchanges. Another important area of progress is Tashkent's technology sector. With the launch of the Tashkent IT Park, the city is emerging as a hub for innovation, attracting international startups and fostering a thriving digital economy. Tashkent's rise as a center for tech and business is drawing attention from organizations such as the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank, and The Economist. These groups view Tashkent's modernization as a powerful symbol of Uzbekistan's broader economic and social transformation. Number 9. The Great Registan Square. At the heart of Samarkand, Uzbekistan, lies the majestic Registan Square, a breathtaking testament to centuries of history, culture, and architectural brilliance. Once the vibrant center of public life, commerce, and education in the ancient city, it continues to enchant visitors from around the globe. Encircled by 3 monumental madrasas, Registan Square showcases some of the finest examples of Timurid architecture. The Ulugh Beg Madrasa, built in 1420, was established by Ulugh Beg, a famed Timurid ruler and astronomer. This institution became a beacon of knowledge, drawing scholars from across the region. The Shirdor Madrasa, finished in 1619, and the Tilakari Madrasa, finished in 1660, further enhanced the square's grandeur. These structures are more than buildings, they are masterpieces adorned with intricate tile work, grand domes, and spacious courtyards. What makes Registan Square extraordinary is its blend of architectural influences, drawing from Persian, Turkish, and Central Asian styles. The perfect symmetry of its buildings and the stunning artistry of their designs reflect the cultural richness of Samarkand during the Timurid era. The square was not merely a physical space, but a symbol of the intellectual and cultural vitality of its time. In recent years, under the leadership of President Shavkat Mirziyoyev, Uzbekistan has invested significantly in preserving and restoring this historical gem. After years of neglect, extensive restoration work has returned Registan Square to its former splendor. These efforts have been widely praised for their meticulous attention to detail and dedication to maintaining the site's historical authenticity. Today, Registan Square stands as a proud monument to Uzbekistan's cultural heritage and serves as a major tourist attraction, drawing visitors eager to experience its timeless beauty and rich history. Number 10. Uzbekistan's stunning Fergana Valley. The Fergana Valley in Uzbekistan is a region that never fails to amaze with its natural beauty, cultural diversity, and historical importance. Nestled between the towering Tian Shan and Pamir Mountains, this fertile oasis is renowned for its agricultural abundance, producing cotton, silk, and a variety of fruits. Its lush, green landscapes, nourished by rivers like the Sir Darya, offer a stunning contrast to the dry, arid surroundings of Central Asia. However, the Fergana Valley's significance extends far beyond its natural resources. It served as a major hub on the ancient Silk Road, connecting traders, cultures, and ideas. Cities like Marjalan and Dijon and Fergana, are rich in history and showcase a unique blend of Uzbek, Tajik, and Kyrgyz traditions. These cities have kept ancient customs alive, from Marjalan's intricate silk weaving to a culinary heritage that reflects the valley's cultural diversity. Marjalan's silk fabrics, in particular, are globally renowned and remain a testament to the region's craftsmanship. Geopolitically, the Fergana Valley holds immense importance, as it lies at the crossroads of Uzbekistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Tajikistan. This strategic position has historically led to ethnic and border tensions, yet recent initiatives in regional cooperation have surprised many by fostering stability in a place once seen as a potential flashpoint for conflict. The valley is also becoming a sought-after destination for international tourists, eager to explore its breathtaking landscapes, historical landmarks, and authentic cultural experiences. As Uzbekistan continues to develop its tourism industry, the Fergana Valley's blend of agricultural productivity, cultural vibrancy, and efforts in peacebuilding have turned it into one of Central Asia's most dynamic and fascinating regions. What do you think makes the Fergana Valley so unique? Is it its incredible natural beauty, its rich cultural mix, or its pivotal role in history and modern peacebuilding? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more amazing discoveries. Number 11. Bread superstitions. In Uzbekistan, bread is far more than just food. It's a sacred symbol deeply embedded in the country's culture and spiritual traditions. Its significance is so profound that it comes with unique customs and superstitions. For instance, bread should never be placed upside down. This is considered highly disrespectful and is believed to bring bad luck to the household. Bread must always rest with its rounded, decorated side facing up. Another fascinating tradition surrounds travelers. When someone is about to leave on a journey, they take a small bite of bread, and the remaining piece is kept by their family until the traveler safely returns. This ritual turns the bread into a symbol of protection and hope for the traveler's safe return. In Uzbekistan, bread is never cut with a knife. Instead, it is always broken by hand, a practice that preserves its sanctity. Using a knife is viewed as an act of violence against something that symbolizes life and sustenance. In the Khwarezm region, bread takes on an even more significant role in important life events such as weddings, births, and funerals. It's not just served as food, but becomes an integral part of rituals meant to ensure good fortune, health, and protection from evil spirits. Number 12. The Tradition of Navruz. Navruz, the celebration of the Persian New Year, is one of Uzbekistan's most cherished cultural traditions. Observed during the spring equinox, typically between March 20th and 21st, Navruz has origins dating back more than 3,000 years to the Zoroastrian era. Over time, it has evolved into a unique holiday, blending ancient agricultural rituals, pre-Islamic customs, and Islamic influences. In Uzbekistan, Navruz is not just a single day, but a vibrant season celebrating renewal and community. The holiday brings families together for festive gatherings, feasts, and public events that emphasize themes of rebirth and unity. Special dishes like sumalak, a sweet wheat paste, and pilaf are prepared, symbolizing prosperity. Homes are also thoroughly cleaned to signify a fresh start. Across Uzbekistan, public celebrations during Navruz are filled with traditional music, dance, and games, creating a joyful atmosphere. One of the most thrilling activities is buskashi, a traditional horseback game played with intense energy and passion, drawing large crowds. But Navruz is more than just festivities. It is also a time for reflection. Many families visit the graves of their ancestors, paying respect and honoring their heritage. Beyond the celebrations, Navruz carries a profound message of unity. It brings together Uzbekistan's diverse ethnic groups, strengthening national identity and fostering goodwill among communities. By building bridges across cultures, the holiday becomes a symbol of shared traditions and harmony. Recognized by UNESCO as an intangible cultural heritage, Navruz continues to inspire and connect people across generations, ensuring that its ancient roots remain alive in modern times. If you enjoyed today's video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Your support means the world to us. Click on the video that's on your screen right now. You're sure to love it. Let us know in the comments below which country you'd like us to feature next. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Thanks for joining us. Leave a comment, give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. See you in the next video.